Hi guys, I wanted to show you the setup of my planner. I don't really call it a Fauxdori, although the idea is a Fauxdori. I showed you in my last video. It's leather with the elastics. I don't know if you can see there. And the books are held in with the elastics going through the middle. I'm sorry if you can hear police car sirens. I thought they'd gone, but I think they're going round the roundabout, so they keep coming back. Okay, yeah, I don't really call it a Fauxdori. I just guess I'm calling it my planner because we might have a visit from Chloe. I'm just going to move so Chloe can jump up. I love it. Chloe, get out the light. Yes, please, get out of the light. Look pretty, Chloe. 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 Psst, 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 psst. Hi. Okay, sorry about that. Every time I film, she's just gets in the way. Yes, I love it. And I'm thinking of getting another colour for the summer, maybe lime green. It's from the Leather for Craft A6 kit, and I've still got this charm on. So I haven't really changed it much. I did put a couple of extra things in and I made it a bit prettier, but it's evolving naturally, which I like. I don't like trying to force things on it, so force decoration on it or anything. I like it to evolve naturally. I can't remember exactly what I showed you in my last video, so it may have a few repeats, and I'm sorry if there are some repeats, but here we go. So I had this folder in the previous video. It's got this pocket on the front, so the small pocket on the front, which I don't really use, but if I need to, it's there. I put this paper clip on here, which the idea was that I would have my bus pass in there, but for the past few months I've had this big one, so that's gone in the big pocket here, although I am worried it will fall out one day. But that runs out, that's actually just run out. This one starts tomorrow, so the idea is that I just hold it up to the bus driver, just like that. Just hold it up to him, and I don't have to keep taking it out, and that holds that there. And then I can use this to put sticky notes on. When I'm at work, I can't just sit there and write in my planner. I mean, I can, but I feel like my colleagues will be like, oh, Kate's just doing stuff for herself, she's not doing work, so I write it on sticky notes and I put it in there. Then I've got my note section, which is just folded up pieces of paper, so it's just scribblings, some lists and some notes and stuff to transfer over. And this is where I put my receipts so that I can do my expenses. And another pocket at the back where I've just got an old to-do list. I've got to make sure I transferred everything over, and a really thin pad of post-it notes, although I don't like them being in here because I do think that they're going to fall out, so I'm trying to think of a way to keep my post-it notes in here without bulking it up too much. I've got my K-clip and a postcard, which I had in there last time. This is against the front cover of my MD notebook, which I'll talk about more in a minute because I didn't talk about it in the last video. I'm supposed to be changing the postcards over. My mum got me lots for Christmas, and they're really, really beautiful and cute, and this one's inspiring, but I just haven't changed it over yet. Right, this MD notebook, this is made by Midori. It's usually got, oh there, MD paper, made in Japan. It's made by the Midori company, the same one that makes, you know, Midori inserts and all of that. The paper is excellent quality, like Midori notebooks, like you're used to if you do use Midori notebooks inserts. So it's excellent. There's no bleed through. It's the non-thin paper. I wouldn't call it thick. It's normal weight, but it's excellent quality. And there's a tiny bit of show through, but no bleed through. Although I only use a hybrid ballpoint in here. This Jetstream Uniball thing, and the reason why I use this is because it's the ink is smoother. It doesn't write kind of, if you look at the word shower there, if it will focus, and then the Plan Mobile Office above it, it's not going to focus, but shower is written in a normal ballpoint pen, and Plan Mobile Office was written in this pen. So you probably can't see, but normal ballpoint pens are sort of thinner. The ink looks thinner. It looks a bit grayer, whereas this comes out as a nice thick sort of black colour. Not thick as in the line, or as in that the ink is thick and gunky, but it's more opaque, which I prefer. Just cover up my mobile number. So first I did this week on one page plus notes, but I wasn't really using it properly, and I was supposed to be having, this is my sort of planning, and this is my bullet journal, and I decided that I wouldn't use this week on one page, and I do feel like if I have a week on one page drawn in, I feel obligated to use it because it's going to be staying in here. But because I wasn't using it properly, I decided I still needed a week on one page, but just not in here permanently. So I started tipping in Dodo Pad. I love the Dodo Pad Mini for the A6 sized planner because it's almost A6 size. It's a bit wider, so you need to, well, it's not technically wider, but if you want to tip it in, it shouldn't be the same size as the A6 because it would, when you close the book, it would sort of fold the edge of the page over. So I trimmed off the ring binding holes anyway from the left side, and it's a bit shorter, but that's fine. And I made this fold out dashboardy thing from scrapbooking card, so that I've got multiple surfaces to have my post-its on and stuff, which is what I had in my my Holborn that I turned into a sort of bound planner holder. I've got some planning lists on here, my weekly to-do list on there, and my Dodo Pad on there, washi taped to it, and that side can be for something else. But the way I did it, I did the bridge a few millimetres apart, so that when I have my notebook like that, I can have the week on one page plus the bullet journal on that side. So this is for forward planning, and this is working great. I'm not using the boxes, I'm using it like a week on one page. I'm just writing across, although I could use the boxes. I could even use the right hand side for tracking or something like that, planning my time or something. There's multiple ways you can use this, and that's great, but I'm just using it as a week on one page. And I can write on the back there, but because it's sort of not facing me, I tend to forget things are on there, so I don't look at it, so I don't really write on the back. And then I'll just put next week's page in when this week is finished. So my bullet journal is today. I only do today on here. I don't forward plan. This is for forward planning for the week, and I've got the month layout that I made myself. I drew it by hand. I had some grid paper, which is my favourite kind of paper, and I made it into A6, put a pretty cover on it, and drew out the months, and it's for forward planning. So I also track my working times, when my cats went to the vets, etc. But and I go back and write that in. It's just tracking. It's not really like, I don't need it all the time, I just need to know what hours I worked and things like that. But for forward planning, what I do is, just trying to find one on here. Do you see that little tiny dot above the 29 there? That blue dot. Let's see if there's a darker one that you can see. the blue stars there. They mean that I've got either a to-do to do that day, or something that's like a reminder on that day. So I write them up here. So the blue dot on the 22nd goes over here, and it's that I need that my mobile contract, the SIM contract ends, and then these blue stars on the 19th are buy the new phone and sign up to a new SIM. So I know that there's forward planning, and I've got that for the rest of the year, but it's not something that I write in here itself, because I only have 1 week ahead and the current day on there, which is fine for me because I don't forward plan much. I don't have things that are fixed in stone for the future. If there's anything that is fixed in stone, I write it on the monthly things, and anything that I've got to plan for the future, I write it on post-it notes and stick it on here. So that's working well. And then I got an A5 Filofax credit card holder, and I folded it in half. That is all I did to it. I didn't cut anything, I didn't add anything, I just folded it in half, and I use it as a credit card holder, and it works great because this is A6, so this A5 folded in half and put around a notebook works brilliantly. So and I washi taped over the holes because it was prettier. In here I've got the first half I haven't started filling in yet. That's going to be pretty things, memories, inspiration, just stuff to make me feel happy. And then I've got some important phone numbers there. I've got buses when they leave for me to go to work, and I'm going to write in when they leave for me to go home, and my mum's rota, and I'm going to have other stuff in there as well. And then I've got a Leuchtturm pen loop washi tape to the back of that notebook. And if I've got hopefully some time left on this video, because I haven't been timing it, my inspiration for forward planning, because I sort of, with this bullet journal, the beauty is that if I don't want to write about the day, or I just skip a day, like I didn't write in Sunday there, I just went Saturday to Monday, I don't have to, but that meant that I sort of fell out of the habit of writing in it. Oh, I forgot to mention at the back of my notebook here, I've got my collections planning lists. I've got to get back into planning properly. So I'm using as my inspiration Carrie Harling. She is amazing. I love the way that she has so much detail when she plans, and I like that she can use small books like this. So I'm used to using a bigger book. So especially her one book, July, from last year, which was tiny, I'm using that as an inspiration for the fact that yes, you can do a good load of planning in a small book, but also the level of planning that she does, and how much she juggles. I mean, she's got 7 children, and she runs their lives, and she helps her husband, and she's got her own work, and she's got her hobbies and her study, and it's amazing. And if she can do it, then I should definitely be able to run my little life where I've got barely anything that I need to do on a daily basis. So I'm going through her videos and using her level of planning, detail and stuff as inspiration for how I can improve my own planning and make my life run smoother, because I am starting to plan more in detail. So I've got my 3 levels of planning here: daily, weekly, monthly, future planning, past recording, but I'm also going to integrate things like monthly grid and stuff like that to try to plan and track my routines, because I'm bad at sticking to routines. And then that is for the summer, and then when I go to university in September, it's all going to change, but just for now, that is what I'm doing. So thank you for watching. I managed to fit this into less than 15 minutes, so I'm proud of that. And in a couple of months, I'm sure I will have another video for you. So thank you for watching. Bye!